How's everybody today? The other few days ago I created a video about the benefits of salt baths and the importance of balancing your mental, emotional, and physical body regarding the energetic changes we're currently going through. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today was the science and the benefits of yoga, and how the tool or resource, or however you wish to view it, of yoga in these days of change, and how this stuff's going on with our physical bodies and transformation. A few things regarding yoga. It's been a tremendous tool that I've used over several years in balancing my own, say, awareness, physical body, and bringing balance to my own mental and emotional bodies also, through the process of, say, attending a class and just going through the breathing and stretching and just being at peace. I sort of see yoga as a moving meditation. And just like I mentioned the other day about the salt bath, is just taking the time to center yourself and really going within to bring balance. And yoga in itself assists in many different ways, and in a second I'll go into more of the scientific background of the reason how that happens. But a little bit behind yoga, there's a lot of people that might actually view yoga as some type of belief system, or that it's sort of like tied to some type of religion. And the original creators of yoga, you could say Babaji and Yogananda, it wasn't their intention that yoga develop into some kind of belief system, but that's how things evolve sometimes. Things through over a period of time, many people have evolved in many different varieties of yoga, and how it goes and relates to their life. And that wasn't the original intention for the developing of the, say, yoga system. It's a tool for your own self-realization and integration of your own expanded levels of the self, and how those levels can descend and anchor to your physical body and anchor down through the earth. And in a lot of different ways, sort of like I was mentioning, a lot of people may view yoga as a belief system, though you must believe in it in order to have any type of benefits, and that's not really the key. That's sort of the same thing that happened with Jesus and what the information he was sharing back in the day. It wasn't Jesus's intention that a religion or religions or be based off of what the information he was sharing back then. It was information to provide and assist people in their own self-realization and remembering who they are. And that's pretty much the same thing that I'm trying to describe here regarding yoga. It's a tool to assist us in our own remembrance. So now that I've spoken just a little bit about that, let's look into the reasons, some of the things behind yoga, and how basically it's tied to the levels of our consciousness. I've shared many examples in the past. Some of my seminar courses, the new Paradigm MDT courses that I've held in the past, I've explained how a lot of the different levels of our energetic systems and how they're tied to the levels of consciousness. And as I've shared before, I've mentioned that just through the process of the stretching that you go through in yoga, along with the breath and just being at peace and balance in that space of balance within yourself, that many people over time have, just through that practice, or say that time that they take in yoga, that expands their own awareness, their own integration of their own knowledge of their own self, and say bliss, or their own connection more to their eternal knowingness of their I am presence, and so on. How the practice of yoga basically assists with that is there's many different points of that. Our body, our physical body, it has many different levels of energetic systems. You could say grids. And as I explained, when we're in person, it's a little bit harder to explain this over the video, but I'm going to do the best that I can. As many people know and talk about the meridian system of thousands of points on the physical body that acupuncture and so on works with, that's pretty much the main base system. It's tied into, say, our energetics, or nervous system, central nervous system, and so on. But out from that is called the nadi system. And there's approximately 27, 28 points in the physical body that evolve with the nadis. Out from there, we have also the chakra system, which is the main, say, energetic vortexes that a lot of people talk about. It's named 7 in the body, but we also have chakras above our head that expand up, and then also chakras below our feet that anchor down into the center of Mother Earth. The main points that what the yoga system does is it frees up the energetic vortexes of the physical body that allows our expanded energetic systems to be attached to the physical body. And, just referring to some other information out there, that's pretty much was one of the main messages that Jesus, or Sananda, or whatever you wish to call him, provided, is be the open vessel. Look at the scientific more background behind what that means. Not from a belief standpoint, but what does that really mean, say, from a scientific energetic flow? What does that mean? By us clearing out our mental patterns, releasing the fear, the judgment, and so on, it allows the space for our expanded levels of self to descend. That is tied into the chakra system, but it also is tied into other expanded energetic system. And as we clear out these spaces, basically this increased amount of vibration and flow and consciousness flows down through, or gets anchored more within our physical body, to our physical body in different ways. So through the stretching of the yoga in the many different forms, and through the stretching, it assists these energetic vortexes of the nadi system to stay open. Open more, or say release, to expand to a greater degree. And as I've shared in my seminar courses that I've shared in the past, it's my experience that in order to release these nadis, they're more easily released through either pressure or through stretching, like the yoga and so on does. It allows those vortexes of energy within your physical body to be released. A lot of the vortexes that I'm talking about, these nadis, are sometimes tied into your back, and many of the main power points are in the body, also tied to, say, your sciatic nerve. And again, there's many points in the body that does that. And through the breathing, with the movement, focus, and so on, it just keeps the system nice and clear. And therefore you have, say, integration of, say, more peace, balance, and harmony. And these days, with energetic changes on the planet and all this different stuff that we have going on with the, say, planetary changes and energetics, anything that we can do to assist our inner peace and balance at this time is tremendous. And that's the reason why I'm sharing this information with you today. Going a little bit more expanded regarding information regarding the science behind yoga. I mentioned about the nadi system. And in the new Paradigm MDT courses, we also do a meditation to where we clear out energetically the physical nadis, which what we're talking about yoga does. It really assists in keeping the physical nadis open. But also there are etheric nadis. And our expanded energetic system is very complex. It's not just the 7 chakras, but it's much more complex. We also have axonal lines. Some people call them axonal or whatever. Axonal is what I call them. And they come down, which basically brings down our, say, expanded personal seed blueprint. And how that blueprint attaches through the body or attaches to this physical body is through the nadi system. So, doing one thing to keep the physical nadis open, but also clearing out and assisting through the connections of, say, meditation and so on, that assists the etheric nadis to be attached to the physical body. And as these other channels, say, you could say the axonal system, clears out, it allows your expanded blueprint, your own personal seed blueprint of creation, to be anchored to this physical body. And that is the descension process, and that many people have talked about in different ways over time. And it is a science. It's an advanced science. It's not really anything to do with a belief system. It's the process of our own awakening, and it's assisting our own, say, personal ascension. So the things for you to explore in your own, no matter where you are, in your own path or level of comprehension of who you are, is to really, there are many tools available to you in this day to assist with your own remembrance and releasing the roller coaster that we experience through mental, emotional, and physical roller coaster. With these expanded activations that we're currently going through with our own physical bodies, and this increased flow of energy coming through, taking the time to visit a yoga class would be very beneficial if you haven't already. If you get into it and you actually go once or twice a week is extremely beneficial. For the main reason is it keeps this, say, central highway of energetics open and assists you in staying in that balance and harmony. And as I mentioned in my last video about the salt baths, we can't really integrate more expanded levels of our own vibration or consciousness and anchor it to this physical body until we're in balance to where we currently are. Once we're in balance, then we can continue to integrate more bliss, more harmony, more expanded knowingness of how we're connected to the earth, connected to the universe, and so on. We are already one with the universe and everything else, and all people in all ways. But how do we anchor our expanded energetic system, our fifth dimensional chakra system, and our fifth dimensional levels of light body and so on? How do those actually connect to the physical body is an expanded science. It's advanced science. So take the time for your own self-discovery and see how, through connection with your own I Am Presence, to be able to get some more information regarding some of the keys that are thrown out there regarding the axonal lines, the nadi system, and how that relates to your own life. doing the stretching and the breathing and really taking the time to have more self-reflection and seeing what you're holding on to within your own self, what's going on in the world, how is that reflecting within you? And if you release what's reflecting within you, you exist in more harmony and balance. Every single thing that we're experiencing right now is an increase of polarities. And whatever we're holding within us, either anger, self-doubt, and so on, it's really amplified these days. Anything that you can do to go in and love those spaces, forgive yourself, or say, have more self-reflection, releasing those anger points of something, it brings balance within your own self. Anger does not hurt anybody but your own self. You just pretty much just dwell in that vibration. And what that vibration does is it creates a major roller coaster within your own life. It's how you experience this life. And so yoga is one of the tools that basically can assist you in your own, say, inner balance and harmony and peace at this time. If you would like some more information regarding, the Nadi system, attending a course, say, in a meditation to assist in your own, more about what I was talking about, activating your etheric Nadi system and so on, I invite you to attend a new Paradigm MDT course. Some information and a link I'll provide below this video. And that is not the only resource available. There are tons of people out there these days that are pretty much assisting in providing tools to assist with this balance that I'm talking about. Just do whatever you feel within your heart that you are drawn to do at this time that brings your own peace and harmony within your own self. All I'm providing and just suggesting is tools to assist you in that balance. And that's the reason why my website is called The Divine Balance, divinebalance.com. It's a resource. It's not a belief system. It's just for a tool for your own self-discovery. So that's it for today. Peace to all in harmony. Namaste. See y'all next time.